right. Well, thank you. I'm really excited to be here and there's an amazing group of speakers. My name is Jessie Buckmaster. I'm Sustainability Manager for Hathaway Dinwiddie Construction. We're a California-based general contractor. We do a lot of large commercial work. We actually recently finished the Santa Monica City Services building with Bureau Happold, and I got to help manage the materials portion of that project, which is actually going to lead into what I'm speaking about. And so I'm going to talk about building materials and kind of a perspective that's been, as Heidi told us speakers, what keeps you up at night and what excites you. And this is kind of a little bit of both. So next. So I've been thinking a lot about the precautionary principle. There's a few different definitions. It came around in about the 80s, actually based on a German term. But essentially the idea is the burden of proof to show that something is safe should be on the inventor or manufacturer and not on the general public after something has reached the market. And so really, we shouldn't be waiting for full scientific certainty across the board before something is proven bad. Unfortunately, in the United States, the EPA does not operate on the precautionary principle. So we've essentially just grandfathered in most chemicals that exist. We've only banned or partially banned about 9. Europe is much more advanced than us in that respect. They've banned over 13,000 chemicals. And this really heavily impacts building products. In the building industry, we've historically looked at, the building occupants, but we have to look at the whole life cycle of these chemicals and products. And so frontline communities and factory workers, this is a critical issue. Google the Cancer Alley in Louisiana. It's a really unfortunate situation of just a ton of petrochemical factories and significant rates of cancer in this region. As a general contractor, our construction workers, another population that are really critical to look at their interaction with these building products. They're looking at, they're working with these products and wet applied, especially sanding, particulates at a much closer and higher concentration than the occupants ever will. And safety is a number one core value for us as a contractor. And so really want to make sure that we're, looking at procuring better materials for our own workers. And then the last one is really first responders. We don't always think about this side of the end of life of a product, but unfortunately, a lot of building products are extremely toxic if they catch fire. And the unfortunate, awful, but perfect case study is 9/11 first responders. We've seen just astronomical rates of cancer and respiratory diseases. And so this is a lot of scary, hard stuff. But I will say, to end on a positive note, there's an amazing wealth of resources now between building certifications like LEED Well and Living Building Challenge, health product declarations, mindful materials, sustainable mines. But something that I'm really, really excited about is the 6 classes concept from Green Science Policy Institute. Look it up. 6 groups of chemical families that we should definitely avoid. Tons of research and resources. Really, really amazing information. And that, I'm done. Thank you.